Okay, so hello everybody. So you're gonna see the handout is in the chat. So if you go on Zoom at the bottom of your screen, you can open the chat and it's gonna be a link to the class handout. And on the, when you open the class handout, you're gonna scroll a little bit to 2/3 of the page. And you're gonna click where it says class for sample. So today we're gonna be doing headings, and with the headings, we're gonna create a table of content. And if we have time, we go about styles and themes. So I hope this is a fun class. This is one of the funnest part of Word because you can change the style of your document and create a table of content with very little work. So this is one of the things that are my favorite in Word because it actually works every time, and it's very handy if you have to create a table of content. And oh, I went too far here, where it says activity, and you're gonna see class sample. So that file, we're gonna download it to our computer so we can start working on creating a table of content. So to do that, is you have your class handout open. You're gonna click right here where it's a paperclip. You're gonna click and it's gonna go to the download folder. Or if you have Chrome, you're gonna see, or Firefox, you're gonna see that it's gonna go to the bottom of your screen. When it goes to the bottom of your screen, you can click on the caret and it's gonna give you a choice, open document, and you're gonna go ahead and open the document. If you don't have that choice, you have to go into your download folders in your computer and open it from there. And if this is too complicated, just hold on and you do what you can. And then when you see the video later, or you can ask me how to find the document. So I'm gonna show you what happened in my screen, which is might be slightly different on your computer. So I click that and it's gonna go to the bottom because I'm using Chrome. You can use any web browser you prefer. And then there is a upside down caret. And then it gives me a choice to open. So I'm gonna go ahead and open it. And then it's gonna open on Word. And then that's the default view that you get when you open Word. And what you have to do is always enable editing. And then it goes to the print preview. Okay, so I'm gonna wait a little bit to see if anybody got that. If you have any questions, you want me to repeat that part, let me know. And if you cannot get a document, like if you have trouble downloading it, just create a document on Word and make sure you put a title at the beginning of each page. You can just type a title. I just need the document to have a title at the beginning of each page. So if you can do that, write some gibberish, but make sure there is a title that you can choose at the beginning of each page. So once you have that, let me move this thing that is on the way. Once you have that, we're gonna be on the home tab, and you're gonna go to the right, and you're gonna see a square that says styles. See these styles? It might be a little bit different depending on what Word version you have, but it's gonna be under styles. Most likely it's gonna be a home. If you have an older Word, this might not look, it might be more condensed and not have that many details, but it should be on the home tab. If you don't have it in the home tab, you can send me a picture and I'll help you finding it out. So right now, let's see where my cursor is, where I am. So I'm gonna use my arrows to see where I am on the document. So I can't see where I am. So seems like I'm just gonna click somewhere, there it is. So that's my cursor. And you can see my cursor has a connection to the style. And at the moment, right here, the style for that place in that document is normal. Normal is the default style, and it means like it's just the default. It doesn't, you don't want to do anything special to it. So you're going to use it for paragraph, for text, for anything that you don't need anything special. And you're going to understand what I mean by special. So those are normal. And then there are other styles types here. So if you click the more arrow, so this is called the more arrow. So the arrow is at the bottom right of the square. You're gonna see a list of styles. And you can be very specific on the style. So these styles, we're gonna assign it to the text. And it's by assigning, it's gonna do things for us. So I'm gonna show you what I mean by that. So the first thing we're gonna do, we're gonna use only heading 1 for this exercise. So we're gonna make each title on each page be heading 1. Right now it's a normal. So we're gonna go to each page and we're gonna select the heading and change it from normal to heading 1. So let's go and do that. So just scroll down and go to the second page where it says executive summary. And we're gonna put the cursor right before the E of executive. So we put the E before we put the cursor before the E of executive. And then we're gonna go to choose a style. So we're gonna go here where it says heading 1, and just by hovering over the heading 1, you're gonna see a preview. So go ahead and click 1, and I'm gonna do this again. So watch it now, and then I'm gonna do it again. So right now, just watch what I'm doing. So I'm gonna click heading 1, and it shows it changed it. So now when I hover over executive, when I go and click on executive, it's not anymore normal, it's heading. So I'm gonna undo this, and then I'm gonna do it again. So now if you want, you can try. So you're gonna put your cursor before the E in executive. Then you're gonna go to the style box. And right now the default is normal. And then you're gonna go to headings and choose heading 1. So if it works, you should have now the title of this page should have changed from plain to blue and white. So that's the style for the heading 1. So, and you can see here, if you click on it, it's choosing the heading 1. So let's go to the next title in the next page. So now we're gonna go to page 3. So we're gonna go and do the same thing for page 3. So we're gonna put the cursor before the word updated. And you're gonna see that it says normal. And we're gonna change it to heading 1. And we did heading 1. And then go to the next page. And then click on monthly revenue. And again, choose heading 1. And then go to the next page 5, client review, overview, client overview, and choose heading 1. Go page 6 and choose heading 1. And then go to summary and choose heading 1. And that should be the last page. So all good? Everybody got that? Or more or less? If you don't get all the titles, it's okay. You can do it later. Okay, so the other thing is, okay, what did we just do? We just told Word, we just give them like a name to Word. We told Word, all these titles are called heading 1. So now Word can group those and manage them. So we can, if we go to the View tab, right here, the View tab, we're gonna be able to pull up like a table on the side, a pane that is gonna tell us like the what we just did. So go to View, so we are in Home, go to the View tab, and go where find if you have the Show group. So the Show group, you're gonna have the ruler, the grid line, and the navigation pane. So choose navigation pane. And the navigation pane is gonna show on the left, and make sure you click on headings, no page, headings. And under the headings, you're gonna see all the headings you just chose as heading 1. So make sure you go Home, View, Show Group, Navigation pane, and then make sure you do headings. And there you can see a list of the headings you just chose. Okay, so we just leave that there for now. And you can actually click. Yeah, any questions? Oh, okay, awesome. So you can actually navigate, that's like also like a table of content, kind of like what we see on websites, that we can navigate from the beginning to the end by clicking some titles. So we can click here in executive and it's gonna take us there. So we can go here and it's gonna move us to the places.
It has the titles or the headings, okay.
So we can navigate the document using these headings.
Okay.
So we kind of like put like this
the name of the title of the page.
Yeah, because the title that we have on each page, we just select. It's like if you have a document and you highlight it with highlight like if you printed a document and you highlight it and then you put up like a post-it note.
Yeah.
So it's the same but electronically. So if you have a document and you post-it notes to make you navigate through the document, well, instead of having post-it notes, what you did is just you use headings. So you select the headings.
Okay.
Okay, so now that we have that, we can create a table of content. So I'm gonna take this navigation pane out. You can leave it, I'm gonna take it out because it's on, I want you to see all the screen. So right now we're gonna insert a table of content. To do that, we need a blank page. So we're gonna go here where it says executive and just click before the E. It has to be before the E. So you make sure you click before the E. Then we're gonna go to the insert tab. So I'm gonna do it again. So watch now and then I'll go do it again. Insert tab. And on the left, it should say a pages and it should be a blank page. If not, there should be somewhere in the ribbon that says insert, and it might give you different choices and choose the blank page. So I'm going to click blank page. And now I have a blank page. So if I'm gonna minimize this. So it inserted a blank page between the cover and the executive summary. So let me do it again. So the first thing is to put a cursor before the E of executive. So it has to be before the title. Go to the Insert tab and find where to insert a blank page. So in my menu, it's all the way to the left where it says Pages. So click Blank Page. Okay, so now we have a blank page. And if you were be able to do that, you can also go to before the E and press Enter. But it's not gonna work as good. Then you'll have to do some formatting. So you'll have to go to the previous page, maybe. Where is it? Yeah, so the first thing here is to do insert the blank page, because otherwise you'll have to do extra work. So before the E, we go and insert blank page. So now we have a blank page. And it left out, when I did that, it left out this heading, but I don't want it anymore. I don't want the heading anymore. So I'm gonna change it to normal. So I'm gonna show you again. If you have this blue row showing here, it's because the computer assigned it a heading one, and by default, not because you or I did anything, it's because the computer just thought that was the best course of action. So we're gonna change it to normal, so it goes away. Okay, so everybody has a white page, more or less. Now we're gonna insert the table of content. We're gonna go where a new tab called References. So you're gonna see Home, Insert, Design, Layout, References. So we're gonna click on References, and all the way to the left, it's gonna say Table of Content. If you have a different word, try to find where the table of content is. If you don't find it, just do a search, table of content, table of content, and see where it is. And it's gonna find it for you. So on this version, we're gonna go here to the left and attempt to make a table of content based on the headings we select. So the only things that are gonna show up in the table of contents are the headings that we selected. Only the headings. So it's gonna be very similar to the navigation pane. So we're gonna click here with a caret, and it's gonna give you different versions of table of content. I'm gonna choose the first one, but you can choose whatever you want. I'm just gonna choose the first one and just click with the left on your mouse, left button, just click on the one you prefer, and there it is. That's the table of content. And if we get the navigation pane back, they should match. So see, the navigation pane has executive summary, updated chain command, monthly review, clients overview, revenue projection, and summary. So I'm gonna do it again. And if you have any question, let me know. So I'm gonna go to insert, not insert, references. Reference, click the caret, click on the table of content, caret, choose the formatting that you like. We have 3 to choose from. I'm going to choose the first one, click on there, and you should have a table of content made up based on the headings, the heading ones that we selected. Okay, how was it? You want me to repeat it again? You can find table of content, go ahead and to the help, where, can you see the help here? At the top, there is a square,
Yes.
there is a, and just
Yes.
type table of content.
Okay.
And it'll show up there. And you choose one of those. Okay, well, we can ask, you can ask questions later. So now that we have the table of content, you're gonna see it's very similar to the navigation pane. And the other thing is you can also navigate here. So you can hover over it and click Control and then left button on the mouse, and you can navigate to the place. And then you can go back to the table of content. So this table of content right now is the most accurate. You can see it has already the page numbers attached to it. If for any reason you decide to change the name of the title, or you move the page, or you add a new page and you add an additional headings, you'll have to update the table of content. So when you click here on the table of content, you're gonna see this choice to update. And that's changes to your document that will affect the table of content. You have to update it because it doesn't update automatically. Okay, so let's do another level. I want to show you what another level is. So we have done only heading 1, so I'm going to do a heading 2. So this one will be a heading 2. So you can watch now while I do it, and then you can try it. So I went to page 5, monthly review, and there is a by client is a subtitle, so of heading 1 of this main title. So I'm going to choose heading 2, and that's going to be another heading, and you're going to see it shows here on the navigation pane. So now I'm going to go to my table of content, and I'm going to update it so the client should show up right under monthly review. So I'm going to click on the table of content, and then I'm going to update table. And then it says, can I update only the numbers? No, I want to update everything because I have added a new text to the table of content. Update entire table. So now you can see I have added by client as a subtitle. So you can, that's why we have heading 1. Heading 1 is one level, so it's the most important. And then heading 2 is the subtitle of heading 1. Heading 3 is subtitle heading 2, and so on and so on and so on. So that's why you have different headings with different numbers, and you can create your own headings too. And so that's to create a table of content. So when you create a table of content, you have to use these headings here, heading 2 and 3. And there are ways to format the table of content also, but that's something you can look at. I have some tutorials at the bottom of the document or the handout. I have placed some tutorials here that go into more in depth if you want to learn more about table of content. So any questions so far? So I hope everybody was successful, at least creating some sort of table of content. So the last thing I want to show you is the themes. So as you can see, this document has a blue setup, and that's because of the theme that we chose. So we can go, you can change the whole document by choosing a theme style. So to do that, we're gonna go here to design. So home, insert design. And you're gonna see here all the way to the left, there's gonna be themes. And that's gonna change the colors and the fonts of the document. So I can choose this one and you see I get a preview of it. And you can choose some other. So this one change the font. So you can play with this to change the theme of the whole style of your document. So I'm gonna just choose this one just for fun. You can see it changed it. It changed the colors. You can be more specific and choose by title. So you can choose here more specific, and you can change the colors if you like another color, and you can change the font too if you like another font. So you can play around with this and see what you like. I like to choose something that is already made up, so give me less work at the end. And if I need to tweak it, I can tweak it really fast, but make it as easier for me as possible to change it. So as you know, next Saturday, this Saturday, coming Saturday, we're gonna have another session for in-person office hours. So if you wanna sign up, I have placed the link in the chat. So that's gonna be Saturday at 10 and at 11. And it's outdoor, social distance, in-person classes for you to answer, ask any questions you may have. And the next class is gonna be on how to use Google Docs. So Google Docs is an alternative to Microsoft Word. And I'm gonna show you an introduction how to write, how to use the Google Docs to type, to create documents, and how it works, how to save it on your Google Drive. So that's gonna be 2 classes, June 15 and June 2nd. And to register, I have also placed the link on the chat, so you can register there if you wish. And at the bottom of the newsletter, you can find information about more information about styles. So this is a tutorial about styles, and this is a tutorial about table of content. And also I have placed here the handout that for this class that I used to use when we were in person.